within the arena of making a choice. You know, so I agree with all these brothers here. You know, I see bits and pieces of all of this in Tyler Perry, and I admit, you know, I do get tired of seeing negative images. At the same time, going backwards a little bit, I am the type of person that will go see a movie to see what type of messages they'll put in there, because I want to see how much knowledge they have and how much they're trying to give us. I really don't go to the movies that much, you know, because I've gotten to the point where it's, well, you know, it's going to be more shoot 'em up, you know, I don't even really want to be bothered with that. At the same time, I came up in the era with this brother right here. You know, when my parents just wasn't gonna have it, man. You know, so I mean, you know, I mean, I may not have liked some things that went on in my family. At the same time, you know, my mother was a praying mother. My mother was a loving mother. I never seen my mother display the slightest bit of buffoonery, the slightest bit of slutness, the slightest bit of low quality, nothing. My mother and father were split. At the same time, if it hadn't been for my mother with that attitude of, hey, you my child, come here, you don't need to be over there. If I hadn't have had those experiences, chances are I would have been out here spending my money going to these buffoonery type movies, helping these people stay rich, just like a lot of people. So the bottom line, in my opinion, is, yeah, Tyler Perry is a person. Is he doing stuff to keep his pockets full? I would say yes. But Tyler Perry appears to have studied the mindset of the media to know which movies he can put out there to know where he's going to get the most money from. And going back to what Brother Patel was saying, hey man, one time I thought, you know, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre was like, you know, really hating on each other, because that was the type of music that was out there. But it wasn't until I got a little older and I read in a newspaper in the Sun-Times, it was this lady, the sister from the Sun-Times, who went to California and had an interview with Eazy-E on his deathbed because he was dying of AIDS. And she asked him various questions. And I like to end my schmeal by saying this. She said, what about this thing that happened between you and Dr. Dre? What about that? You know, why was y'all hating each other so much? He said, me and Dr. Dre never had a problem. He said, a lot of black folk, they like beef. We just gave them more beef. That's all we did. Me and Dr. Dre cool. We just did that to make money. So, that brother has a point. You know, we all have points. I think the thing is, when is the person, whether you are Tyler Perry or whether you're a regular person, going to make the conscious decision that I don't want buffoonery? When are you going to have a conscious, so when you go to bed, you can say, I didn't put no buffoonery in my people's minds so I can stay rich. I just like to end that.
I agree with all of the brothers on the panel as well. That was the same kind of angle that I was going to take. As far as Tyler Perry's a man, he's exactly what he should be in my understanding of the way the media works. This is not friendly fire, it's kind of the enemy. So I just kind of expect if he was different, then I would have a different opinion. I think I can only say one person that has been able to really put together, as far as like maybe not films, but as far as in theater, positive images that are just as hard as the negative images, kind of covert, and they kind of come at your subliminal, and that's Bill Cosby. That's the only person that I know. So if Tyler Perry was large and he wasn't Tyler Perry, then he would be up there with Bill Cosby, because that's the only person that I know. So everybody else is Tyler Perry, Martin Lawrence, Wills. I mean, it's just everybody else. Bojangles. I mean, it's just everybody. So, I mean, that is just Tyler Perry. That's our generation. You had Bojangles, you had Good Time, you got Eazy-E. I mean, when you turn on the TV, when you hit a little sound, that sound, you know it's about to be some BS. Because that's just what it's about. So, I mean, I'm not expecting much. If I see something different, then I have a more impactful thing to say. I say, okay, man, this dude is great, or this dude is, you know, on point. But everybody else is just in the same general box. And I don't even know if, I know that they're not at the top, but they're kind of victims as well, because they're men, you have to make tough decisions. So you're doing your thing. I mean, at one point in time, he was homeless. So he's doing films, he's living off of his craft, he has this dream, he has this hit. I mean, that might have came up too, he might have came up with that riding the bus. Or one night eating hungry, entertaining himself, he don't have a TV, he come up with the Madea voice. That's his hit. Now he's got the plays, now he's got the money, he's got the drive. If he didn't have the drive, he'd be doing Madea, playing the PlayStation, and everybody be like, man, this dude need to get a job. You know, but he put together that stuff, you know, put together those dreams, put some work behind it, then the money came, and he had to make tough decisions. We make a lot of tough decisions. Okay, I do, like I said, I work with the Kenwood Academy Brotherhood. Tough decision, my job asked me to work on Friday. That's the day we meet. Tough decision, I gotta tell the guys, yeah, I can't make it. I don't get off work until 5:30. The meetings are over at 5:30. That's when the school shuts down. That's a tough decision. That's almost a sellout decision, because you know what's going on. I know what's going on in the school. And we take that organization very seriously, but I'm as one of the leaders, as one of the founders, I had to make a tough decision. It wasn't a multi-million-dollar decision. You know, it's a some per hour decision. But it's still just as impactful, and it's still a man making a decision, and that's what he's doing. So that's mine.
All right, we're gonna move into stage 2, and it's a pretty good question, and it's open to any of the panelists can begin. In your opinion, how does this movie make black men look to black women?
I'll start. You can't tell me that this isn't. I mean, women want to say. I've heard that's the main thing I've heard as a rebuttal to the response of the men to this movie, that this movie isn't man bashing. No, it's African man bashing. Because I mean, you can't tell. This is offensive to me, and I think the image of a black man raping a black woman in real time should be offensive to any woman. You know, because I mean, what they're doing is they're doing the same thing that they've done since time immemorial. They're putting a wedge between us. And if we look at the game, and I'm talking about the real game of them versus us, which a lot of people don't want to accept, but that's what it comes down to. It comes down to white genetic annihilation or black genetic annihilation. Okay, now we want to say that, okay, we're not going to be prejudiced, or we're not going to be thinking in this way, but it doesn't make a difference whether you're thinking in this way. The white side of the chessboard is the aggressor. You know, we're playing as we're playing the defensive part. Okay, and we're constantly, whether it's a physical attack or where it's a psychological attack, we're constantly being attacked without answering that attack. Okay, if you sit down to the chessboard and you're the black side of the chessboard and you don't know the game, and somebody sits on the white side of the chessboard who is an expert, as they are, then you're going to get separated from your men. First thing they're going to do is separate you from your queen. I'm sorry. First thing they're going to do is separate you from your queen. Okay? Then the next thing they're going to do is separate you from all the different other supportive pieces that you have, which is what white supremacy is doing in the media and always have. They're attacking us on a psychological level.
Right,
you know?
We're going to try to get the list. Gentlemen in here, somebody wants to chime in?
Ask the question one more time.
In your opinion, how does this movie make black men look to white women?
To white
I mean,
That's the real
That,
You went to Fisk, right?
In your opinion, how does this movie make black men look to black women?
I'll jump in and just say it just reifies the popular conception of black men. In this sense, it's nothing new. Let me just reiterate about aspirational images. Just really aren't too many aspirational images for